Hello students, welcome to UMaths class. I hope you all are eager to learn new concept with me. In previous videos, we have learned some pairs of angles. Adjacent angles, complementary angles, supplementary angles and linear pairs of angles. If you have not yet watched these videos and you want to learn these concepts, then click on the link displayed top right corner of this video or in the description below. Let us learn today pairs of vertically opposite angles. In the given on-screen figure, two lines A and B intersect each other at point O, forming angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. Angle 1 and angle 2 form a linear pair. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 3, angle 3 and angle 4, angle 4 and angle 1 form linear pairs. But angle 1 and angle 3 do not have a common arm and so do not form a linear pair. Two angles formed by two intersecting lines having no common arm are called vertically opposite angles. In this figure, angle 1 and angle 3 is a pair of vertically opposite angles. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 4 are vertically opposite angles. It looks as if angle 1 and angle 3 are vertical while angle 2 and angle 4 are horizontal. But in any case, such pairs of angles are always called vertically opposite angles. In this on-screen figure, angle 1 and angle 3 is a pair of vertically opposite angles. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 4 are vertically opposite angles. They are opposite to each other and have the same vertex. Both these pair of angles are vertically opposite angles and they are congruent. By measuring them, we can verify that angle 1 and angle 3, angle 2 and angle 4 are always equal in measures. We can prove this fact mathematically. In this on-screen figure, angle 1 and angle 3 are vertically opposite angles. Angle 1 and angle 2 are linear pairs of angles. We know that linear pairs are supplementary to each other. Therefore, we can write sum of measure angle 1 and measure angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Right, students? Let us take this as a statement 1. Similarly, angle 2 and angle 3 are linear pairs. Therefore, sum of measure angle 2 and measure angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Let us take this as statement 2. Observe here, in both statement 1 and 2, left hand side is equal to right hand side. So, now from equation 1 and 2, we get angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. By subtracting angle 2 from both sides, we get angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Therefore, it is proved that angle 1 and angle 3 are congruent angles. Similarly, we can show that angle 2 and angle 4 are congruent angles. This way, we can prove mathematically the vertically opposite angles formed when two lines intersect are equal in measure. Let us see how do we denote equal angles in a figure. You can show identical lines on the angles. Also, you can show same number of arcs. While writing, use the symbol of congruence. In this on-screen figure, measure angle AOD is congruent to measure angle BOC. And measure angle AOB is congruent to measure angle DOC. These are the simple ways indicating equal angles in a figure. Students, I am sure you must have understood the property of vertically opposite angles. Let us use this property of vertically opposite angles to solve the problems. Students, are you ready? You can also solve with me. Let us find the measure of all angles when measure angle D is equal to 135 degree. Angle D is equal to 135 degree is given to us. So, let us mark angle D as 135 degree. Angle D and angle B are vertically opposite angles? Yes. So, angle B is also 135 degrees. Now observe angle A and D. They are linear pairs because they are adjacent and lie on a straight line. So, these two should add up to 180 degree, right? Therefore, measure angle A is equal to 180 degree minus 135 degrees, which is equal to 45 degrees. Now, angle A and angle C are vertically opposite angles. Therefore, angle A is equal to angle C. So, angle C is equal to 45 degrees. And this is the magic of mathematics. When we knew only one angle and we have found all other angles by using relation between angles. Observe this on-screen figure. Two lines are intersected and form four angles. In this case, angle 2 and angle 4 are vertically opposite angles. Angle 2 is 90 degrees, so angle 4 is also 90 degree. Angle 2 and 3 are linear pairs, therefore angle 3 is also 90 degree. Angle 3 and 1 are vertically opposite angles, so even angle 1 is 90 degree. So all four angles are 90 degrees. Note here, when two lines or line segments intersect forming right angles, they are said to be perpendicular. In this case, we say line CD is perpendicular to line AB, and there is a special way of denoting it. We write it as CD perpendicular to AB. This is the symbol which denotes perpendicular. It is an inverted T. We have understood if two lines are intersect each other at a point, it forms four angles. What if a line intersect two or more distinct points? Then what it will be called? How many angles will be formed? If you want to know this concept, then click on link displayed top right corner of this video or in the description below. I am sure you must have understood this concept. As I always say, maths requires practice. Be sure to work on it. Your time starts now. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, then don't forget to hit the like button. To get instant updates, subscribe my YouTube channel UMaths. If you have any question, leave a comment and I will answer you back as early as possible. I will be back with some more new concepts, new videos. Stay tuned with UMaths.